site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's me and you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there for the Patriots.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum, you know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10.
At their own 11. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5 now. Jones forced out to his left. Throw left side complete to Foster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
52 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots.
battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So we see it right here on the opening drive. Throwing the football in these snowing conditions is going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 15. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down and 3.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 31, Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here we go. Ready?
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that's out quickly to Chase. That catch good for only a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. They'll start the drive with Harris. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Jones on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Check 31, check 31. Check.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Robert Foster from 8 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. But, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now Joe Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. First down. Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
1-1, ready?
gets this one quickly out wide. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing Jones. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Play action. It's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. From the 17, Burrow. A quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals.
Give me the ball.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
On 2nd down at 4, Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play there for New England. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Hunter Henry from 17 yards out. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And some space here. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon. 78 yards. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Patriots 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
You
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Patriots. Robert Foster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point safely through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now they go play action now. Burrow letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the Wild